Few figures in Spanish history are as legendary as Rodrigo Díaz de Vivar, better known as El Cid. Celebrated as Spain's greatest knight and warlord, El Cid has been immortalized in songs, poetry, and film, often portrayed as a Christian hero fighting against the Moors during the Reconquista. But who was the real El Cid? Was he a loyal warrior of Castile? A mercenary fighting for his own gain? Or something in between? Join us as we uncover the true story of El Cid, separating fact from legend. 1. Who was El Cid? Origins of a warrior, circa 1043 to 1065, Castle. Rodrigo Díaz de Vivar was born around 1043 CE in Vivar, near Burgos in the Kingdom of Castile. He came from a noble but not royal family and trained as a knight from a young age. His nickname, El Cid, comes from the Arabic word al-Sayyid, meaning the Lord, showing his respect among Muslim warriors. He also earned the title Campeador, meaning the champion, for his victories in battle. El Cid first gained fame serving King Sancho II of Castile, proving himself in battles against neighboring Christian kingdoms. But his life took a dramatic turn when his loyalties were questioned, leading to his exile. 2. Exile and mercenary life, 1072 to 1086, cross-sword. After the assassination of King Sancho II, El Cid's fortunes changed. The new king, Alfonso VI, distrusted him and banished him from Castile around 1081. With nowhere else to go, El Cid became a mercenary, offering his sword to the highest bidder, Christian or Muslim. He fought for Muslim rulers including the Taifa of Zaragoza, against both Christian and Muslim enemies. This part of his story challenges the myth of El Cid as a Christian crusader. In reality he was a warrior for hire, fighting for power, wealth and survival. 3. The Conquest of Valencia, 1094 to 1099, Castle Fire. By the late 1080s El Cid sought to carve out his own kingdom. His greatest achievement was the Conquest of Valencia. In 1094, after a long siege, El Cid captured the city of Valencia, making himself its ruler. He governed as an independent warlord, ruling over a multicultural population of Christians, Muslims and Jews. Despite his Christian identity, El Cid maintained Muslim allies and even used Muslim troops in his army. For 5 years, Valencia was his personal kingdom, but his success would not last forever. 4. Death and the Legend of El Cid, 1099, Cross-Sword Skull. In 1099, El Cid died, likely from natural causes, at the height of his power. His wife, Dona Jimena, took control of Valencia, but the city was soon threatened by the Almoravids, a powerful North African Muslim dynasty. In 1102, Valencia was abandoned to the Almoravids, and El Cid's family fled to Castile. Even in death, his legend grew. One of the most famous stories claims his body was dressed in armor and mounted on his horse, Babieca, leading his troops to one final victory. While this is likely a myth, it solidified El Cid as an eternal warrior, undefeated even in death. 5. Fact versus fiction, the myth of El Cid scroll. The legend of El Cid was shaped by medieval literature, especially the Canta de Mio Cid, an epic poem written in the 12th century. The legend. White heavy checkmark, a devout Christian knight, fighting only for faith and honor. White heavy checkmark, a hero who never lost a battle and was always loyal to Castile. White heavy checkmark, a warrior who single-handedly defeated the Moors. The reality. Crossmark, a complex figure who fought for both Christians and Muslims. Crossmark, a mercenary seeking power and wealth, not just religious conquest. Crossmark, a warrior who sometimes defied Castile, carving out his own independent rule. While the real El Cid was not a perfect hero, he was undoubtedly one of the most brilliant and adaptable warriors of his time. 6. The legacy of El Cid in Spain. Even centuries after his death, El Cid remains a national icon of Spain. Classical building, his tomb lies in the Burgos Cathedral, visited by thousands each year. Performing arts, his story inspired countless works, including the Hollywood film El Cid, 1961, starring Charlton Heston. Castle. The legend of El Cid continues to influence Spanish culture and identity, symbolizing strength, strategy, and survival. Conclusion: the real warrior behind the myth. El Cid was not just a hero or a villain, he was a warrior, politician, and survivor in a time of shifting alliances. White heavy checkmark, he fought for power, not just religion. White heavy checkmark, he was respected by both Christians and Muslims. White heavy checkmark, his legacy as Spain's greatest warrior endures. What do you think? Was El Cid a hero, a mercenary, or something in between? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more historical content.